Hello grade 6! Welcome to another day of Math Time Fun Time. Today, we are going to use distance, rate, and time formulas. So open your book on page 341. For this lesson, we need to know how to use the formulas for distance, rate, and time. Remember that D stands for distance, R stands for rate, and T stands for time. To find the distance, you have to multiply the rate and the time. To find the rate, you have to divide the distance by the time. And to find the time, you have to divide the distance by the rate. Now, you just have to know these formulas and then the lesson will be easy. Let us have the first problem. Helena drives 220 miles to visit Niagara Falls. She drives at an average speed of 55 miles per hour. So how long does the trip take? To solve the problem, we have to know first what we need to find out and what are the given in the problem that we can use to solve. So what do we need to find? We need to find the time it takes Helena to drive to Niagara Falls, right? Since we are looking for the time it takes for her to travel, then we will be using the formula for the time, which is T equals D divided by R. So, if we will be using this, we should know the distance and the rate. Now, what is the distance that she traveled? That is 220 miles. How about the rate? The rate is 55 miles per hour. So we will be using this given to solve for the time. Now, to solve, we are just going to substitute. So T, this is what we are looking for. D is 220 miles divided by R is 55 miles over 1 hour. Now, do you still remember how to divide fractions? Try to recall. That's right. We have to find the reciprocal of our divisor. How do we find the reciprocal? We change the places of the numerator and the denominator, and then we will proceed to multiplication. So this will become 220 miles times 1 hour over 55 miles. And then, how do we multiply? We can cancel out miles since miles over miles is 1. So we can cancel that out. And then, we have 220 times 1 over 55. 220 times 1 is 220. Divided by 55 is 4. And the unit that we have is hour. So that means it will take her 4 hours to reach her destination. Let us have another problem. Santiago's class traveled to the Museum of Natural Science for a field trip. To reach the destination, the bus traveled at a rate of 65 miles per hour for 2 hours. What distance did Santiago's class travel? First, we need to choose which formula we are going to use. So what do we need to find out? So we need to find out the distance that they traveled. So we will be using the formula D equals R times T, or distance equals rate times time, where R is 65 miles per hour and the time is 2 hours. So we are going to multiply the rate and the time to find the distance. So D equals 65 miles over 1 hour times 2 hours. Now, we have 65 miles over 1 hour times 2 hours. We have the unit hour here and hour here. So, we can cancel that out since that is equal to 1. So, 65 times 2 is 130 and the unit is miles over 1 or 130 miles. So, Santiago's class traveled for 130 miles. A race car in Lusail International Circuit travels 1,212 kilometers in 4 hours. What is the car's rate of speed? To find the rate, we have to divide the distance by the time. The distance is 1,212 kilometers divided by the time, which is 4 hours. So that means the rate is 303 kilometers per hour. Mathematics, mathematics, I love math. I love math. It is so exciting, very interesting. I love math. I love math.